In this video, we're going to go over examples of using probability and permutations. In previous videos, we've looked at using probability and combinations, where the order doesn't matter in terms of the items that you're choosing, which is much more common. This video contains two examples of situations where you might need to use permutations. So in this first example, 5 people are required to help at a dinner party. One's going to set up the table, one prepare the food, one to serve it, one to clear the tables, and then one to wash up. What I'm asking you to determine is the probability that you and your 4 cousins are going to be chosen for these jobs if 5 people are randomly selected from a room of 14 people. So the first thing that you need is the number of 5 people groups that can be selected from 14 people. So that's where we're going to use our permutation because the order matters. Evaluating that on your calculator is going to give you 240,240 options. Now what we need to do is determine the number of ways that you and your 4 cousins are chosen. So you have to be chosen for one of those groups. So there's only really one way that you can be chosen. Then, from those 14 other people, you are choosing your 4 cousins or your 4 particular people. Multiplying those together is going to give you 24,024. And then in order to find the probability that myself and my 4 cousins are chosen, I'm going to take my number of groups, where it is my 4 cousins and I, and divide by the total number of groups that I have based on those 14 people, which is about 10%. Okay. Another situation that's going to require you to use permutations is the probability that in a lineup of 10 students, Jill is first and Mira is last. So just like above, the first thing that we're going to do is find our number of possible lineups with 10 people. There are 10 ways to arrange 10 people, which is 10 factorial, okay, or 3,628,800. And then we need to find the number of lineups where Jill is first and Mira is last. This setup is 8 factorial because we're determining our first position in our line is fixed, as is our last position. And then we've got 8 people and 8 spaces in order to rearrange them in. So the number of ways we can do that is 40,320. And then in order to find our probability where Jill is first, Mira is last, we're going to take the number of ways that that event can happen and divide by our total possible ways that we can arrange that 10-person line. Evaluating that is going to work out to approximately 1% or 0.0111 chance that Jill is first and Mina is last. So when you're using permutations or combinations, it's important to consider whether your order matters or whether it doesn't. If your order matters, then you need to use permutations. If your order doesn't matter, as in a card hand, then you can use combinations.